Pete Hegseth at his nomination hearing. That is an example of a confident person, and AOC is as well. And we see that so much, and I just really hope that we see more people use their voice
we'll stop you there only to see that Doug Emhoff, the current first gentleman of the United States, Usha Vance, also walking out of the White House. Again, they were participating in coffee and a tea ceremony there, and now making their way to the Capitol. We'll be showing you these exits as they occur. Let's hear from Teresa. Teresa in South Carolina, Independent Line. Hi.
Hello.
You're on. Go ahead.
I just want to thank C-SPAN. I watched all the inaugurations beginning from a long time ago. And I have a question. On FDR, he served 4 terms. He died while serving in the 4th term. When did we start having the term limits? And also, the term limits, and was it because he served so long because of the Depression and World War II? Or was it, maybe it was World War I? Anyway, was it because of that he had such a long term? Thank you.
Okay, that's Teresa there. I think maybe we can find an answer for you. This is Dan in Charlottesville, Virginia, Republican Line. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. Go ahead, please.
Good. Just want to thank C-SPAN and thank you for taking my call. I think this is a great day to be an American. It is exciting to watch C-SPAN's coverage of the inauguration take place in an orderly manner, and I know that our founding fathers would be proud of the way we are conducting business in this country today.
Again, viewers, just in case you're watching the split screen there on your television, the Capitol is what you're seeing on the left side of your screen, the White House on the right side. We're awaiting the president-elect to make their way out. We're watching people being seated, and the activities in preparation for the later inaugural ceremonies take place on the left-hand side. Let's hear from Finn. Finn in Illinois, Democrats Line.
Hi, am I on?
Yes, you go ahead.
I just wanted to share my views on Trump. I wanted to say, I think that his supporters like to act like the stuff he's done is normal, like, quoting Hitler and threatening political opponents with military force and threatening to end DACA and birthright citizenship, and that it's like normal stuff. It's not. It's fascist stuff. And I just wanted to say, like, if the president does this stuff and it makes the price of eggs go down, and that's, worth it to some people, I hope they're happy, but I'm not. And anyway.
Orlando, Florida, Independent Line, Soo Chin, hello.
Hello. Yes, what I wanted to say was I think this inauguration is obviously important for each and every one of our citizens, as it's a very peaceful transition of power. I just hope that with this whole election season that people take an interest in politics and do some of the research actually, and talk more with the people around you on policies and issues, because that's the best way when it comes to creating dialogue that can actually create solutions that benefit the majority of us instead of dragging into the itty bitty. So I hope that that the inauguration goes well, and I hope that people actually take the time to be more civically engaged. Thank you.
Good morning,
From
Hongers.
Zachary, who is
It's
in
almost
Iowa,
time.
Republican Line. You're next up.
1.5 hours, and America is back.
Good morning. I would like to thank C-SPAN, first of all, for broadcasting this momentous day in America. It's a pretty good day to be an American. There's a few things I want to hear from Donald Trump today during his inauguration speech. I would like to hear a little tidbit of what his stance is on the continuation of the ceasefire between Israel and Palestine. I would also like to hear what his stance is going to be on Skibidi Toilet and the war with Howard's.
Richard in South Carolina, Democrats line. You're next up on this Inauguration Day coverage. Go ahead.
Hi. I probably want to answer a question that a lady raised about Biden saying 100% of funds for the fires out in California. I don't know what she meant by that, but I would assume it does not include getting a new house for everybody. I think there will be funds for the reconstruction of some of the systems that they have, and there will be loan guarantees. But I don't think you should interpret his statement of 100% as something that's going to happen. My second point. A gentleman just called to say, from the Republican line, a gentleman just called to say that he was proud of today's ceremony, as I am. I, too, am proud. My question would be, was he as proud 4 years ago when that transition took place? I'd have to get an answer from him, because I think he'll probably say, oh, yeah, I was proud of that, too. Thank you for your call. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You can continue on calling on the following lines. Democrats 202-748-8000. Republicans 202-748-8001. Independents 202-748-8002. More exits from the White House. We'll watch the First Lady and the incoming First Lady come out. We'll see more of those exits as the morning progresses, as all head on to the U.S. Capitol. Let's hear from Rayson in Tennessee, Republican line. Hello.
Hey, hello. My name is Rayson Robertson, Pulaski, Tennessee. I just want to say happy Martin Luther King Day, and I wanted to say that it's a great day for, just mostly all of America for, just Donald Trump winning. I'm really happy that he won, and there's a lot of reasons that I could be happy. I don't really think there's enough time to list them all, but I just wanted to be happy for a peaceful transition into power, and that everyone's, being civil about this, and there isn't a big, fight or issue going wrong, and everyone can, be happy that it was a nice transition of power.
From Joe in Maryland, independent line.
Hey, down here in Chapticot, Maryland. Yes, sir, Pedro, good morning. Thank you for all your work. Two questions for you, and then a real quick statement, too, Pedro. You called Steny Hoyer the former congressman. Is he a former congressman now? I'm not being facetious. Did he lose, or is he still in there?
He's a former congressman, yes.
Wow, he's out now? I did not know that. And you called Doug Emhoff the first gentleman. Is he the first gentleman, or the second? How does that work?
The second gentleman probably misspoke in the sense that, or the first gentleman, yeah.
Okay. I'm just being a stickler, having fun with you, brother. Real quick, today's MLK Day and Inauguration Day. There's no.
Well,
one
let me
day
pause
better.
you for a second, Joe, and as we watch the Vice President and the incoming Vice President come out.
Very well, thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you, sir.
is part of the process of those leaving the White House to head to the Capitol. We're still on with Joe. Joe, I apologize. I believe I misspoke. Steny Hoyer is still in Congress. I think I misspoke on that part.
Oh, wow. You know what? I apologize for even talking about stuff like the first gentleman and second and third.
No, it's okay. No, it's good to be accurate. Go ahead and finish.
Well, funny, and it doesn't come across as funny, and it probably made you feel a certain way, and I feel so bad even talking about it because you are perfect, brother, and I mean that, and aren't we all? But that said, never mind with Steny Hoyer, one day, right, it will be former congressman, so nevertheless, you would think that by now, actually, but that might have been a Freudian fact. But, yeah, the Trump, today's inauguration, today's MLK Day, and they are both special days for all of us. Don't be picking one over the other. But truth be known, because of our inauguration days, we have MLK Day. And I am supposed to be at the Metropolitan AME Church right now. I have a press pass to be there up on the balcony. But I have to go clean dryer vents instead today, and I understand that. And anyway, Pedro, I love everybody. Peace be with all of us, please. And we can make it that way. And
Okay. Let's go to Democrats line. Eileen in Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. As I'm watching the inauguration, the peaceful transition of power, I'd like to remind all the listeners on all sides of the aisle that 4 years ago, Trump was too coward to attend Joe Biden's inauguration. He didn't go. Melania didn't go because they cried for 4 years that they won, but they didn't show up for Joe's inauguration. And if you remember when Trump won in 2016, even though Obama was criticized and called names and accused of not being a legitimate president, he showed up for Trump's inauguration. So it just shows you how petty Trump is and what a true American and patriot Joe Biden and Jill Biden are. And I just wanted to remind everybody that Trump did not show up 4 years ago. And that's important. It should be important for all Americans because he lost, poor loser, didn't show up. And here's Joe Biden, attending his inauguration like true patriot. That's all I have to say today. And go out and celebrate. I'm on my way to Martin Luther King Parade in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida, even though it's 47 degrees here. And I do want to say one last thing. I'm sorry. I think Trump had his inauguration inside today because he was afraid that the small crowds, because of the cold weather, wouldn't show up.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's hear from Ryan. Ryan in Mississippi, Republican line.
Good morning. Happy Inauguration Day. Happy MLK Day. I just wanted to make a reference to the independent gentleman earlier who was talking about his complaints about pomp and circumstance and Thomas Jefferson rolling over in his grave. For listeners at home, Thomas Jefferson was president of the Senate in 1800 when they approved to use the Capitol building as a church grounds. And when he wrote his letter about separation of church and state, he attended a church service within the next several days in the Capitol building. Other than that, God bless America and God bless the outgoing president.
Caller, I'll put you on pause as we watch the president and the president-elect. So now loaded into the beast, as it's commonly known as, the president and the president-elect heading off to the U.S. Capitol to the start of inauguration ceremonies in just a little while from now. We'll let you watch the cars roll out, and as we do that, we'll go to Mallory. Mallory, who is in Virginia, Democrats line. Hello.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, C-SPAN, for hosting today's inauguration ceremony, and I'm just hoping for a peaceful transfer of power today, like everyone else is hoping for, and also really hoping that people recognize today as Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and that hopefully President-elect Trump will make a comment about that, and also hopefully speaking about what he plans to do about the ceasefire. But yeah, and happy Inauguration Day, and hoping for a peaceful day.
You probably saw on your left-hand side of your screen, viewers, very quickly Elon Musk within the Capitol building, the rotunda there, as the dignitaries walk in to take their seats. This is Kate in New York, Independent Line.
Oh, hi. This is Kate from New York. Thank you so much for providing a platform for us to have these conversations. I just wanted to say, as a millennial, I am very disappointed and disheartened about the influence of money in politics. Speaking of Elon Musk, these issues affect us. They will continue to affect my generation and generations after me. We have to keep making this world a better place, not a richer place for the 1%. Please, millennials, vote better. Convince Gen Z to vote better. Please, please, we need to reclaim our democracy and ensure that the government reflects the will of the people, not the richest donors. Transparency, accountability, and reform are essential now. Now, not later. Take action now. That's all.
That was Kate in New York. As you watch the drive along the street, you'll notice that not only is the car that contains the president and the president-elect surrounded by security, but security lining the streets as well. Earlier, we showed you the streets of Pennsylvania Avenue being lined up by lawmen and law enforcement. That's all part of the process as the two gentlemen in the car head to the U.S. Capitol. And this is Andrew, California, Republican line. Hi.
Yeah, this is Andrew Garcia from California. I would just like to say thank you to President Biden, and I'm hopeful for the next 4 years with President Trump, and I'm proud to be an American. God bless America.
The newly minted senator from California, Adam Schiff, on the left-hand side of your screen, taking his seat. The motorcade still riding along on the right. Nathan up next. He's in Watertown, New York. Democrats line. Hi.
First of all, happy Martin Luther King Day, a day that was enshrined because of the history of progress in this country that I believe is coming to a halt. I wanted to address a gentleman on the Republican line that said earlier that the Founding Fathers would be proud, which I don't understand where they get that, because they're fighting a world superpower instead of bowing down and letting billionaires run their administration. I fear the progress of this country, but I hope him the best because of the position. But I guess that's all I have to say. God bless America, and hopefully the next 4 years aren't as scary as everyone thinks they're going to be.
Jacob joins us from Ohio, Independent Line.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, earlier I heard someone say that they didn't like that there were priests and religious people. I actually think that's the best part of all this. Catholicism is true. Pope Francis will take over the country. Very based, very epic. I wish I could have voted for Trump, but, sadly he wasn't Catholic enough for me. Maybe the candidate next time will be, although I do appreciate all the Catholic stuff that is present at this inauguration.
That is Jacob joining us from Ohio. Just to show you a headline from the Associated Press from earlier today on this inauguration day, it was Pope Francis making comments about the president-elect, particularly his plans for mass deportation of immigrants, saying that he called it a disgrace as he weighed in on the incoming U.S. president's pledges nearly a decade after calling him, quote, not Christian for wanting to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border. Francis made the comments during an appearance at an official telegram, or made an appearance on a podcast, I believe. So that's just a story from the Associated Press. Let's go back to John McCardle.
Pedro, a minute or two before Donald Trump gets up here to Capitol Hill and will arrive at the United States Capitol, I wanted to show viewers what the program looks like on the seats in the rotunda where all the members are gathering. The Twitter image of that program, one of those programs today, laying out the musical prelude from the University of Nebraska Lincoln, combined choruses, the call to order. We'll hear, of course, the swearing in of the vice president and the president. There'll be more musical accompaniments. The Battle Hymn of the Republic will be played. It's going to be quite a ceremony here in just a few minutes. Of course, the president will end with his inaugural address, and some excerpts of the inaugural address already being released. The president will say, in part, I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Rachel Scott of ABC News tweeting out some of the snippets of that inaugural address. One more tweet for you. This from Mike Pence, noting that he is going to attend the inauguration of the president, saying this is a day when every American does well to celebrate our democracy and the peaceful transfer of power under the Constitution of the United States. And then, Pedro, you showed Vivek Ramaswamy in the rotunda there, the co-leader of Doge, though not expected to be at the Department of Government Efficiency for too much longer. At least that's the reporting this morning. This is the headline from Politico, noting that Ramaswamy is set to leave Doge, and it's CBS News noting that he's expected to soon step away from the task force. He intends to announce a campaign for Ohio governor as soon as the end of January, according to multiple sources and multiple outlets.
What's up,
reporting
guys?
That Vivek Ramaswamy, 39 years old,
a little over an hour of the Biden regime.
Let's hear from Dakota in New York, Republican line.
Hello, I just wanted to say happy Martin Luther King Day, and I think for a lot of us, this is a very good day. It's a historic day. I want to wish President Trump and everybody else involved a safe day. And that is what I have for now. Thank you for taking the call.
The motorcade rolling on towards
what
the
up,
US
chat?
Capitol. That car you see.
Chat, is today the day? Is today a good day, chat?
As they make their way.
Are we finally
been
here?
Out and about today, Tammy Thuringer talking with people. Tammy, hello.
Here we go. Hi, Pedro. Still cold out here. We're making our way around. The crowd to get into the arena is on the other block from here, but we found another line.
Jay Davis, I have not received my pardon from Biden yet. I'm expecting it any minute now, but
around the city, there's more
you know?
here. But Josh is a resident of D.C. He's trying to get back
God,
into
it
a city.
pisses me off that Fauci got pardoned. He immediately comes out, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, easy to say when you have a fucking blanket pardon.
Back to the apartment, but so many streets were blocked off and
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. It still pisses me off.
And so that's how we got here today.
And once you get on the other side, what's your plan?
We're gonna go get a drink, and go find a bar, get a drink, and then head back to the crib and just kind of defrost and get a little bit of the warmth back in our bones.
Oh, we're going to the crib.
You said that you had left your house this morning at 6:30, hoping to get into the arena. Why
my pardon's in the mail, exactly.
Because it's the inauguration of a president, and that's a very historic event. It's something that I personally never been able to see. And so now that I live in D.C., I've been in D.C. for a couple of years now. This is the first time they've had an inauguration. So I was like, of course, if I can go and see something like that, like I'm going to want to.
President-elect Trump is busy right now. He just left the White House. They're on their way to the Capitol. But if you were watching this and you could give him a message, something you want him to focus on during his next term, what would you say?
I would say, one, stay warm. It's cold out here, so that's my number one advice for him. And two, this might be a little personal, but try to work on bringing down some of the prices that we have going on in our economy right now. Groceries are expensive, rent is expensive, and I don't know what his exact economic plans are, but if he can do something with
St. Floyd's Banana, 47 super chat for 47 president. Welcome to Trump's third term. This is MAGA country. Is it his third term? It's his third time winning the presidency. I don't know if it's his third term.
Capital One Arena is. That's where people are lining up to become part of that watch.
We should amend the constitutions. Actually, we should start talking about amending the constitution so Trump can run for a third term. Just to watch liberals' heads explode. I'm not serious about it, but their heads exploding would be worth it.
Legislators and other guests. You heard Virginia Fox, who was leading the House, saying that legislators will get seats and other distinguished getting seats to this event.
Mr. Belding, that guy sleeps in a crib?
Join as well. This event scheduled to start in a little while. Let's hear from Chris in Maryland, Democrats line. Hi.
Good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Thank you.
There he is.
How do you feel? President Biden?
Well.
Yeah, fourth term, just like FDR. Yeah, an amendment that says only Trump can run for a third term. Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Vice President.
First pardon for a general since the end of the Civil War. That's crazy. God, America's on the cusp of being a banana republic. You just do whatever the hell you want during your term. You can get everyone to help you do all sorts of illegal shit. It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll pardon you at the end. Blanket pardon, too. Get your family members to do all sorts of illegal shit for you. Pardon! Pardon, pardon, pardon! Happening, first pardon of a government scientist ever? As far as I know. Gage's garden. Biden trying to get an amendment through was insanity. Well, yeah. I mean, the insane part was, does Biden think that just him declaring it an amendment, does he think that's how the amendment process works? He really might.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President-elect's cabinet and cabinet-level designees.
Bullet craze. Dana White's really missing out on not having Trump and Biden enter the slap fight arena. Hey, the day is young, Bullet craze. You never know what's going to happen. Mr. Belding, yes, Hunter could testify against his dad. But will Biden pardon himself at the very last minute here? He's got a little over an hour to do it. Will Biden pardon himself? Or is he just banking on the fact that Trump probably won't go after him? Charles Sneed, why isn't Austin live at the White House? I'm banned from the White House grounds for life. So finally, we have beautiful people back in the White House again. Biden forgot to pardon himself, yeah. Charles Sneed, liberals aren't awake yet. Meltdowns to commence later. Oh yeah, since TikTok is back, all the liberals are having meltdowns on TikTok Live. I perused TikTok last night to see what the liberals were talking about, to see how they're coping with the fact that the evil dictator, fascist Trump is the one who saved their free speech for them. But they've lost their minds. They're all talking about how it was actually Trump who banned TikTok and Biden saved it. And the mental gymnastics it's impressive. It's impressive. Blah, blah, blah. More pardons could still happen. There's still a little over an hour to go for Biden to do as many pardons as he pleases. He is still president for another hour and 6 minutes. Can a sitting president recall a pardon? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Are going to be running us right now. We can choose to buy local, to pay attention to our local artists or our local farmers, buying less from Amazon, paying less attention to Donald Trump on the YouTubes and the views. How we spend our time, period, can send a big message. And I just wanted to remind people that when it feels a little like you don't know what to do, just pay attention to where you're spending your money and spending your time.
Avant from Baltimore, Maryland.
Wait, are we still up on Twitch?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call. I just want to say it's a lot of Democrats that need to put their hands behind their back, and it was a lot during the elections. Sobriety tests should have been done. There's a lot of hands behind their back action. Hey, I support Trump. I support the trucking industry. I am a trucker, and I would like to see.
I'm allowed to
right
fucking
up, man.
stream
And,
C-SPAN.
Shout out to
What the hell's going on here?
Today, and hopefully everything goes well. Everything will go well, and let's get this economy back. Let's get that border built, and let's go. Let's go, America. Let's go.
Let's see.
From a viewer in San Diego, California, former Vice President Mike Pence making his way into the Capitol Rotunda. Again, once serving with the former president. Let's see a little bit of this.
I said TikTok out loud.
Just trying to catch her eye.
Okay, we're back up on YouTube. We're back up on YouTube.
Mike Pence making his way into the Capitol building there. Others making their way too. This is from San Diego, Democrats line. This is Ray.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Hello. I just wanted to
2000
say
Mules,
that
thank you for
a lot of
subscribing
people
with
are
Prime
talking
over
about
on
different policies,
Twitch.
And especially during
Thank you very
the Trump
much.
administration and a lot of his.
If anyone doesn't know, if you're a
advertisements,
Prime
he
member,
was
you can
exclusively
subscribe
very anti-trans.
to me
And I
for
noticed a
free
lot of
over on
people
Twitch.
put their 2 cents
It takes
in on
a
this
couple
problem,
dollars out of
but
Jeff
haven't
Bezos'
actually
pocket
had
and gives it to
experience
me.
with transgender
Costs you
people
nothing.
Or for the most, even met one. And as a transgender person, I think it is incredibly upsetting that we are used as a.
I think it's because I was
example
using the
or used
RSBN
as a
feed.
device
I don't
to
know.
get people to be scared of us when we're really just other people trying to live.
I don't know.
And I'm just hopeful
But
that
I am up over on
trans
YouTubers. I'm
will
up over
make
on
our
Twitch
lives
as
a lot
well,
harder. And, you know,
which
I'm-
did not go
I'm
down.
hopeful
So maybe
that
Twitch is
Trump does
acting a little
okay,
better
but
today
again,
than
I
YouTube. We'll
cannot
see.
support him for how much he hurts others around me and just how he destroys a lot.
Elon Musk in that group that you're seeing right now. Jeff Bezos in that group as well. This is from Daniel. Daniel in Silver Spring, Maryland, Independent Line.
Yes, good morning. Thank you. To say Donald Trump is a
Lucier,
remarkable person.
gifting a
He incites
sub
people to
over on
violence
Twitch.
and then
Thank
gets
you.
everyone believing that he believes in peace. He promises to unleash hell and gets everyone believing that he believes in peace. He has zero respect for the work of Congress or the presidential office and gets everyone hoping
Little
that
over an
there's
hour,
peace.
1 hour, 2 minutes
He
left.
makes all of his money off the backs of low-income workers and then gets everyone believing that he put together a working-class coalition.
Yes,
I just have to
Dove. Thank
say,
you for the subscription
I do hope
over on
it'll be a
Twitch.
peaceful day, and good luck to you all.
Mark Zuckerberg in that group as well. I believe his back toward us. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in the background, hoping to become the next head of Health and Human Services. This is John in Oregon, Republican line on this Inauguration Day. Go ahead.
How you doing? I just want to say, Martin Luther King, judge people not on the color of their skin, but the content
Why is
of their
every
character,
Republican mentioning
and the
MLK
content
first?
of, Joe
First
Biden's
thing.
character, pardoning Fauci
It's Trump Day.
and the entire January 6th committee today. That's more than
Today should forever be known as DJT Day.
To be looked into that. So, former Democrat, now Republican, looking forward to the next 4 years.
Stay with C-SPAN as we'll bring you the full inauguration coverage as it starts later on. Calls up until then, and if you want to give us a call, here are the numbers. 202-748-8000 for Democrats, 202-748-8000.
Oh, there's the
for
Clintons.
Republicans.
They look so happy.
And Independents.
They look so happy to be there.
Texting is
They're
available
thrilled.
to you.
Oh my God,
by,
this might be the best shot of the day. But another policy violation over on YouTube? For what? Literally for what? Are other people streaming this on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, C-SPAN, I'm definitely allowed to stream. It's a government TV channel, right, Bullet Craze? Like, there's no restrictions on this. This is fucking bullshit.
If you're paying close attention to the screen, for several former presidents walking into the rotunda. There's Barack Obama entering in now. You previously saw former President Bill Clinton and former First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton, and former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush. We're up on Twitch, right? Oh, we're back on YouTube? Okay, we're back up on YouTube. Yeah, someone's messing with me on YouTube. As usual. As fucking usual. They're not gonna let me have fun today. That's fine. They're not going to ruin our fun. They're not going to ruin our fun. Gideon's Hornblower. I have Rumble. I'm not live up on Rumble today. It's kind of a pain in the ass to multi-stream to Rumble. They don't make it easy. I could get it up and running, but for now,
YouTube and Twitch should be okay. If they both go down, if you follow me on Twitter, then I'll post there where I'm up. I'll go up on Rumble as a third backup. Back down on YouTube? How? For what?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please be seated.
Yeah, if Rumble goes down, I'll be up on OnlyFans for sure, for sure. You can watch me on my Pornhub account. Apparently, Trump will be signing executive orders live at his desk later today.
The U.S. Capitol, again, various shots that we've been showing you throughout the morning. The president's intended cabinet standing up there as part of the ceremony, legislators taking their seats and other dignitaries. That's at the Capitol as the events are set to start in just a little while from now. After it's all said and done, the president expected to go back into the vehicles, head across Washington to the Capital One Center, which we've been showing you outside of for a good deal of the morning as we've been talking to people there. But that's where the rally takes place, the post-rally, the parade of sorts takes place as well. After the president-elect takes the oath of office, becoming president, and heading there to meet his supporters. Again, here comes members of the Supreme Court. As members of the Supreme Court walk in, later on you're going to see the Chief Justice, John Roberts, issue the oath of office for the president-elect for him to take. And then after that, the vice president taking his oath, being sworn
So
in
many other
by
people are
Justice
streaming this
Kavanaugh.
just fine.
Vice President,
But no, I
sworn
can't
in
stream it.
by Justice Kavanaugh.
But no, I'm not allowed to stream it. Okay. Maybe if I get this, maybe if I get something else up here, that will help.
Ooh.